Willow Street in Dayton, Ohio, was the kind of quiet neighborhood where people waved at each other from their porches and knew which house had which dog. Kids rode bikes, lawnmowers buzzed on Saturday mornings, and everybody knew everything about everybody. On the far corner stood house number 47, the Collins home. It used to be a warm place years ago, but lately it held nothing except the creak of an old rocking chair and the low hum of the fridge. Inside lived Martha Collins, 68, sharp-tongued, stubborn, and lonely. She'd spent most of her life raising her only son, Jason Collins, and somewhere along the way, she'd convinced herself that he belonged more to her than to the world. Jason was 32 now, tall, strong, worked construction, always wore a ball cap, and had a soft heart that didn't always make smart choices, especially about his mother. But the moment he married Emily, everything inside that house shifted, and the quiet wars began.
When Jason brought Emily home after the wedding, she was excited. A new family, a new life. But the very first words Martha said to her were, "So, you're the girl who snagged my son." Emily froze. I wouldn't say that." "It's Martha," the old lady snapped. "Don't call me ma'am. I'm not ancient." Actually, she was, but Emily politely smiled. Weeks turned into months. Emily cooked, cleaned, decorated, tried to help around the house, but nothing ever pleased Martha. "You call that soup? Honey, I've had better stuff from a vending machine." "My son's eating this? Lord help him." "You move too slow. Jason's gonna starve with you around." Emily kept quiet, hoping things would improve. Jason worked long hours, so he hardly ever saw Martha's true behavior, and Martha always played innocent in front of him. "I'm just trying to help her," she'd say sweetly. "She's too sensitive." Jason believed her. Emily stayed silent, and the house slowly turned toxic, until one night, everything snapped.
One evening, Emily sat in the backyard wiping quiet tears when their neighbor, Mrs. Alvarez, peeked over the fence. "You okay, sweetheart?" Emily forced a smile. "Yeah, just tired." Alvarez sighed. "We hear things, honey. Your mother-in-law gives you a real hard time." Emily's eyes filled, but she kept them down. That night at dinner, Martha made her usual comments. "Emily burned the chicken again. Jason, you want real food or this disaster?" Jason just shrugged and kept eating. Emily put her fork down. Her voice was soft but steady. "Jason, I need you to listen to me." But Martha cut in instantly. "See, she's always whining." Jason didn't even look up. Emily stood. Her hands were shaking. "I'm leaving." Jason blinked. "What? Where the hell are you going to go?" Emily grabbed her bag. "Anywhere but here." And she walked out. Jason didn't follow. He figured she'd come back in a day or two. He had no idea everything was about to crash. 2 days passed. Jason didn't call Emily. Martha was pleased. The house was hers again. But neighbors on Willow Street weren't blind. The next morning, while taking out the trash, Jason ran into Mrs. Carter, the lady from 2 doors down. She crossed her arms and said bluntly, "Jason, your mama's been real nasty to that girl." Jason frowned. "No, Emily just gets overwhelmed." Carter shook her head. "Boy, we heard her. Everybody heard her." Then Mr. Hanson stepped out. "Your wife wasn't the problem, son." More neighbors joined in, all saying the same thing. Jason felt the ground slip under him. He went inside, dug through old messages, found recordings Emily had saved, even read a notebook she left behind. One line hit him hardest. "I don't hate Martha. I just wish she didn't hate me." His heart cracked. He stormed into the kitchen where Martha was making tea. "Mom, you lied to me." "What? No, You lied. The neighbors heard you yelling, not her, you." Martha's face twisted. "So now you believe strangers over your own mother?" Jason's voice went cold. I believe what's real." Martha panicked. "She was taking you away from me, Jason. I had to do something." Jason stared at her, broken. "You didn't save me, Mom. You destroyed my marriage." Then he walked to the front door. Martha rushed behind him. "Jason! Jason, baby, don't leave! I'm your mother!" But he didn't look back. The door slammed, and that sound echoed through the house like a curse. After Jason left, the house felt colder, darker, dead. Martha waited. 1 day, 3 days, a week, then 2. No call, no text, nothing. She began talking to herself, wandering from room to room, imagining Jason walking through the door. She'd set his place at dinner, fold his laundry even though it wasn't there, hold his old baseball glove and whisper, "My baby's coming home. He always comes home." But he didn't. Mrs. Alvarez saw her sitting on the porch one evening, whispering to empty air, "Dinner's ready, Jason. Come inside." Her hair was messy, her eyes hollow. People on Willow Street began to worry, but Martha refused help. "I'm fine. My son needs me. He'll be here." But loneliness hit her harder every day. Her mind slowly slipped away. One cold winter night, Martha sat alone on the couch. The lamp gave off a faint orange glow. She held a picture of Jason when he was 10. Baseball uniform, missing front tooth, crooked smile. Tears ran down her cheeks. "I wasn't a bad mother, right, Jason? I just didn't want to lose you." Her chest felt heavy, her breath shaky. "Why didn't you come back? Why'd you leave me? I'm your mom." She gently kissed the photo. Then her body leaned to the side, and she never woke again. The house stayed silent. The porch light burned all night. The door stayed half open. No one inside moved. The next morning, a neighbor called the cops. They found Martha lying on the couch, blanket pulled over her, peaceful, almost as if sadness had finally let her go. Jason and Emily were notified. Jason froze, phone in hand. His voice cracked. "I should have checked on her." Emily held his hand. She knew the guilt would eat him alive. At the funeral, a small gathering stood in quiet, cold air. Jason placed a hand on his mother's grave. "You could have just told me you were scared of losing me. I never would have left you." But graves don't answer. That night, Jason and Emily sat together on their porch, holding hands, staring at the dark sky.